So this one comes in from Sir Eccles, who is in the chat, and this is kind of an interesting one. So you might think to yourself, Healer's Hawk Doom, what have you done? And you might be right. So the idea behind this deck is to play as many, like, we're playing a lot of 1-drops. Why are we playing a lot of 1-drops? Because 1-drops are powerful with Raffine. Also, we have a lot of 1-drops to turn on Fiend Artisan. We have a small mill plan with Stitcher Supplier. So the idea is you can have cards like Patch Up and Call the Death Dweller to get back your 1-drops. That's why we're playing a lot of 1-drops too. We can mill over 1-drops, sacrifice them, and get 3 of them back with Call the Death Dweller. These cards are very powerful with Archfiend's Vessel, because when this comes into play from the graveyard, you get a 5/5 flyer, which is very good. Raffine, another way to discard Vessel to turn on the combo, so that's kind of cool too. Yeah, you can loot them away with Stowaway and Raffine, so you have that too. You have Start to Finish, which is just a cool card that you can mill over. You don't start, I mean, the front half is not great, but the back half is pretty good if you mill it over. And if you have to cast it, it's not that bad. Also, sack Outlet for Vessel, so you can put Vessel in the graveyard, then get it back with Patch Up. So 3-bit Inspector, I like that Healer's Hawk has both flying and lifelink, which makes it more individually powerful with Raffine. I guess maybe you could sell me on 3-bit Inspector over the 2 Giant Killers and the 2 Selfless Spirits, but what I like about Spirit is you can sacrifice the Spirit to, like, you know, pick off a removal spell or something, and then get back that plus a 1-drop with Patch Up. So I think, I don't know, it's pretty close, but Healer's Hawk was the last good standard. Did people actually play Healer's Hawk in standard? I can't remember. The new Ashnod. The problem with it is it's legendary. It is, right? I think it's legendary. What is it called? Ashnod. I don't know what the full text on it is. Ashnod the something or other. So the thing about Recommission versus the 3-mana spells, and I tried to... also, if I would play a 2-mana one, it would probably be Can't Stay Away. But the thing about Patch Up and Call the Death Dweller, because we're playing so many 1-drops, these get multiple creatures back, whereas Recommission only gets 1 creature back. So it's basically, you're paying 1 extra mana to have the upside of getting 3 creatures back with it, so I think it is worth it. But yeah, it's like, it does feel kind of weird to play a 3-mana version of that card, but I think it's enough better when you're playing this many 1-drops, right? No 1-drops, huh? It's kind of a weird hand. Oh, sure, I guess you could attack and, like, maybe force them to block. I mean, if my Stowaway doesn't die, I can loot away some of these lands, but if they kill the Stowaway, this hand kind of sucks. I don't want to ship this. I'm going to ship it. Sell 1-lander. Maybe not keeping the first hand was greedy. I'll get the song request in a second. It's a decent 1-lander, but it is still a 1-lander. I think it should probably go to 5. Okay, we can work with this. This hand's good. So I think I put back the Fiend Artisan and the Patch Up and just go 1, 2, 3. I think that makes sense. Well, assuming I draw a 3rd land, I guess. Alright, song request from Chump. What do we got? Uh-oh. Lotus Field. This deck's probably not that great at racing. Definitely need a land. Super Friends and Cube go 2-1. How many Super Friends did he have? Was it a true Super Friends deck? Or was it like 4 Planeswalkers? Yeah, at least 2. Okay, that is what we needed to even have a chance at this game. Pump the Stowaway. Discard 2 cards. I'm just going to discard spells, because I need to be able to race them, or try to race them. Oh, right, I draw a card off this thing, too. Ooh, okay. I mean, this is a really good Moldify, holy crap. We can get back 2 Vessels and a Supplier. I mean, if they don't kill us next turn, there's a good chance we probably will kill them. Is there a reason to do it pre-combat? I don't think so. I'm gonna pump the Raffine because it has Ward. 1, 2... I kind of want to keep the second call in case they somehow have a Wrath. They're at 6. Draw a card here. Let's get back Vessel. Maybe I actually don't get back the second Vessel, because if they have a Wrath, I want to be able to get back the other Vessel next turn. So let's actually just do it this way. I think this makes sense. Death touch counter on this thing. Menace counter on this thing. Alright, I mean, it's a pretty fucking good turn 4. Jesus. F6, kill me. You still mold a 5, by the way. Oh, right, I'm thinking of patch up. Yeah, you're right, I'm thinking of patch up. Might be. It appears that we have lost the game of Magic the Gathering. We did all we could. F's in chat. The wolf is clearly green. Nah, it's an optical illusion. It's a seafaring werewolf. It's literally it's in the sea. Like it has the word sea in its name. It's obviously blue. God, we were so close to greatness. Was I in the play or the draw this game? Yeah, I was in the draw. If I was in the play, I would have won. Damn it. This is a really good multi-5, though. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, this deck's going to look great when your opponent, when you just goldfish, you know? But that was a game that I would have won if I was in the play. Let the record show. Alright, let's bring in Thoughtseize. This doesn't do anything, right? No. I don't think I want Hearse. This being a sorcery is kind of awkward because I can't instant speed blow up Omniscience. I'm going to bring in Spirit because I think they're going to bring in a lot of Wraths. I was in the play? No, I lost the die roll. Oh no, I rolled a 6. I looked at it wrong. I wasn't the play. Okay, never mind. I thought I was in the draw. You're right. No, I looked at it wrong. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Can this deck Goldfish turn 4? I don't think it can. Probably not. Alright, cut these. And then... what's the last cut? Maybe a Giant Killer? Probably actually cut the 4th Fiend Artisan. I just don't have time for this thing. But if I go Supplier into Artisan, that could hit like a truck. It's probably a higher upside. It can kill on turn 4? I mean, we had like the perfect start though. I guess if you Supplier into like 1 or 2 copies of... if you Supplier into multiple copies of Archfiend's Vessel, and then you just set up turn 3, like turn 3 call, get back 2 vessels or something. I think I'm going to go Thoughtseize into Stowaway. Shit. I think I take the recovery? I don't even know if that's right. You bet turn 4 kills. Yeah, I'm sure it has to involve Archfiend's Vessel plus Call the Death Dweller patch up. So we go turn 2 Stowaway, turn 3 Raffine, attack. This card is so powerful. Is there a such thing as Stone Rain in Pioneer? Not that I can think of. I'm trying to think about the closest thing. I mean, there's the one from Theros that only blows up I think it blows up a mountain, right? Y'all remember that card? Peak Eruption, I think is what it's called. That's the closest thing you get, but it only destroys a mountain. Cleansing Wildfire. Yeah, but that's not a Stone Rain, right? They get the land back. When I think of Stone Rain, I think of blow your land up, get fucked. You know, not give you a mana back. That's not a Stone Rain. So we know they have strings. Okay, I'm going to attack first because I want to try and find an untapped land and or a discard spell. Did not find either, which is nigh unfortunate. So I'm going to go Fiend Artisan plus Supplier here. Discard the backup patch up. Discard the Stowaway, I think. Go attack for 6. They go to 11. We can go Supplier into Fiend Artisan and just try to kill them next turn, I guess. This is 5, 8, 10, 11. I mean, it's lethal if they don't kill me, but we died on turn 4 last game. Yeah, it's only Peak Eruption, but that's part of the thing in Pioneers. They will never ever give you like 3 mana unconditional land destruction in Pioneer. That stuff is only relegated to Modern. Well, show me. I mean, I did all I could. I did all that I could. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the Balagid with Thoughtseize. I could have taken something else and forced them to cast the Balagid. It's the one thing I could have done differently. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about Lotus Field specifically, yeah, it has hexproof, so you can't do anything anyways, but how'd Legacy Top 4 go? I lost to Painter. I played against Painter 3 times. I did lose to it twice. It did not feel like a great matchup, but it was a close matchup for sure. But we get the qualification, that's all that matters. It's not deterministic, but it's pretty damn close. Oh, Vindicate is not Pioneer legal. Can you imagine? Is Rakdos even favored against Lotus Fields? I don't really think that Rakdos is favored against Fields. Like, I've seen the matchup play out a couple of times. I've played it from the Rakdos side. I've never played Lotus Field, but I have played it from the Rakdos side of things, and it didn't feel very good. I mean, the thing that's preying on Lotus Field is the fail rate. Lotus Field does have a fail rate. You know, both of my I guess my opponent killed me on turn 4 both games, so maybe not the best example, but they also had insane draws. But their deck definitely does have a fail rate. Yeah, it can never beat, like, can't beat mono white, can't beat mono red, can't beat these, like, really low to the ground aggressive decks. That's what preys on it. It's good against boats, though. It's definitely good against boats. What's Will up to? Ooh, Underground River, double Healer's Hawk, huh? Okay. Keep the... no blue mana. I think I'm... Oh, man, do I go to 5? I don't want to go to 5. We keep and hope to draw blue. Well. Okay, I guess Will was just off it. Guess we get a free match, huh? Will is, in fact, one of the paid actors of all time. Will, come get your check. I know. I kind of hate when that happens on dono decks, but it is what it is. These one-landers, man. These one-landers are killing me. Also, this is alarming. I just realized this. Something to keep note. Just can't have, like, all 3 colors of mana. I mean, we are playing a 3-color deck, so 3-color decks with 1-drops can get kind of awkward. Yeah, no, not PT invite. Top 4 gets an RCQ invite. Well, RC invite. So I'm not qualified for the RC in San Diego. Dude, it really sucks that they don't actually give out PT invitations. They should. They're such big events. I'd rather have it be like, you know, give out 1 or 2 PT invitations than 4 to 8 RC invitations, right? I mean, I'm on the draw. I kind of want to keep this. I know it's a little sketchy, but we do at least have 2 spells to cast. And the cool thing about this hand is, like, we can block with the Vessel and then just get it back with Call. I'm gonna lead on Supplier though, because if they Thoughtseize, they're gonna take Call, and I'd rather have Supplier and play than Vessel, I think. Come on, dude. My brother in Christ. What the actual fuck? Madge. I'm just gonna use my mana and play Fiend Artisan. 400 person. Well, it was 280, but still, yeah, it's... Events that large without a direct PT invitation is a little bit of a feels bad. But at the end of the day, I was the one who chose to play the event, you know, so I knew what I was signing up for. Mill 3 lands and then get my Fiend Artisan stomped. Okay, we drew a white source, thank God. So we can go attack, play Vessel Hawk. So go play Yep Hawk. Play Yep Vessel. And then whatever they play, I can go right sack Vessel. And then the turn after, we can call it back. Yeah, IDs are not allowed on Moto. Question, I don't actually know the answer to this. That's why I'm asking it. Do they allow intentional draws at the PT events that are on Arena? Because I know you can set up intentional draws through Melee, but I don't remember if they allowed you to intentionally draw. Yeah, I also don't remember. Oh my goodness. That was an insane draw, because now I can just discard the other Vessel. Okay, don't Croaks to me, don't Thoughtseize me. Just let me have this one thing, please. Just play a Bone Crusher Giant. Please, please just play a Bone Crusher Giant. Please. Please. Okay, I'm okay with that. No Thoughtseize, no Thoughtseize. Don't do it. Please don't Thoughtseize me. No Thoughtseize me. Yes! Let's go. Okay, let's go to attacks first. Get to do the thing. They could have Fatal Push. I mean, they're not going to Fatal Push this, right? Yeah, we're playing Healer's Hawk because it's a 1-drop that is decent to get pumped up with Raffine. Alright, 2 5/5s. Doesn't matter which ones I put counters on, because they're both going to die anyways. I wish you could put the counters on the flyers, but that'd be a little too good. Yeah, push 1. Don't have a second push, though. This card, yeah, Healer's Hawk used to be a banger in Standard. Alright, fuck off. Okay. Attacking and not killing the Healer's Hawk, the disrespect. Oh, why did you tell me that? I don't want to hear that. I have not seen a Hawk carry a sword now. Well, I guess we're dead. That sucks. Big Sag. Big ol' Sag. Press F to pay respects. He's staying in the game. Let's do a little Google research. Dak Prescott. I need the live updates. What's the most recent update? I got nothing. Oh, Twitter 3 minutes ago. Wait, no, it's not even on Twitter. Alright, let's go to Twitter then. Tweeted. Dak Prescott. Anything? Anything recent? 23 seconds ago, Dak Prescott immediately grabbed his right knee after that play, staying in the game, but noticeably limping. Well, okay. Please be okay, please be okay, please be okay. Did they lose the deck list? What do you mean? Just play New School if WotC extended standard to 4 years. Well, I mean, that would just be New School, right? Isn't that just what New School is at that point? What can we draw? I don't really know. The flashback card is Rite of Oblivion. I believe it's 4 to flashback? Yeah, 4 to flashback. So we can potentially find a land here. Do go to 6. Yeah, that's not helping me at all. I think I'm just going to discard this and play 2 blockers. And then maybe if I draw like a Raffine or something, I can play Raffine and pump up the Healer's Hawk a bunch. Maybe that's my way out of this, but I think I'm probably still fucked no matter what. So I think we go chump here, go to 2. Dead to Bone Crusher, but like I can't beat much anyways. But also get a patch up. Yeah, patch up would be nice. Make a shit ton of blockers. Can still cast Raffine because I'm at 2. I can pay 1 here. Here's they don't have Bone Crusher. They have Shieldred. Yeah, I mean, tank Shieldred kill you, okay. Unfortunately, Rite's a sorcery, so I can't upkeep the right. Okay, let's bring in... I think I want Selfless Spirit. Is Dusk to Dawn good against them? I would imagine so. This card has to be insane, right? Kills all of their shit, and then the 5-mana half is just kind of nuts. Yeah, this card's cracked against them. Ran for a first down. Alright, good. Good. I can't, you can't, like... I can't with Dak leaving. Reflection Goblin Shaman stays alive. Yeah, but... Kills everything else. Kills Shieldred, Bone Crusher, Blood Scythe Harvester. What am I cutting? I want start to finish for Shieldred. I kind of want to trim on this stuff because they have Graveyard Trespasser, and they're seeing... Now that they've seen Call, they're probably going to bring in Unlicensed Hearse. Similar reason I kind of want to trim a Fiend Artisan. I think I like the way this looks. I don't want Thoughtseize for sure. Maybe the third Rite's good. Would you consider cutting another Fiend Artisan for a third Rite? Let's try that. Being a sorcery is kind of awkward against Shieldred, but... And then he threw a pick. Oh, no. You hate to see it. I wish I could watch the game. Like, watch it on Twitch, but I'm pretty sure that that's against TOS. Even if it's on Amazon Prime, I still... Well, I mean, I don't know if that's true. If they're broadcasting the game on Twitch, am I allowed to stream it, to restream it? I don't know if I am. I have no idea. Because I think the issue is there's some countries that can't see the game. Yeah, because I think there are some countries that legitimately just don't have access to it, and that's why they don't let you restream it. I double one-drop or Spirit here. I definitely don't want to play Artisan because they're just going to kill it. I kind of want to play Spirit into Artisan. Spirit to protect the Artisan. Whose list is that on Boggles and Legacy? I know, yeah. Classic Sprouts. Sprouts just, like, plays wild shit. But yeah, Sprouts top 8 at the Legacy PTQ with fucking Boggles. Thoughtseize resolves. You ever put a staggering insight on a true name Nemesis? That's gotta feel pretty good. Yeah, Sprouts really is a hero. The hero that we deserve. So we can go Spirit Hawk here. No, we can't. We don't have double wipe. Go Spirit Vessel, maybe. Again, I don't want to play the Fiend Artisan into a removal spell. I want them to be killing my spirits instead, so let's do it like this. This is kind of the issue, is like when you just draw a bunch of shitters and don't draw Raffine, or like the mill stuff plus patch up, things get a little dicey. But if you draw Raffine here, we're chilling. Any Raffines? Any Raffines? Okay, so we can go attack for 3, play out our hand. Play Hawk, play Artisan. I guess we can Artisan into... Yeah, we can Artisan into Raffine next turn, and we can protect the Artisan with Supplier, or Selfless Spirit, which is nice. So let's go play Artisan. Play Epoch. Play Fountain. Okay, we're chilling. Yeah, they have to have 2 removal spells for the Artisan here. That would be unfortunate if they did. Remember when White Plume Adventurer and Seasoned Dungeoneer were also 70 to 80 tickets? I said it. If you can go back and watch the stream, I told you. I said they were going to be 5 tickets within a month. I didn't think it was going to be within 2 weeks, but I said they were both going to be 5 tickets within a month, and lo and behold, they are now both 5 tickets each. Too smart. I sold mine instantly. The ones that I opened, sell that shit instantly. Went to a Christmas light thing. When did you leave? We top 4'd the Legacy Super Qualifier. I don't know when you left, but so we got the invite to San Diego. 1-1 down a game. Playing some Esper Raffine. Stomp my Fiend Artisan. I will sacrifice. Which means they also have Fatal Push. Ooh, they don't have Fatal Push. That's good. We'd like to see that. Probably should have attacked first, right? They should have attacked first, I think. Alright, I'm going to instantly just utilize this. Question is, do we sack Vessel? If we sack Vessel, they get to eat it with Trespasser. This is awkward. I want to keep the second Hawk, though. Well, what if I just... Oh, I guess if I sack the Vessel, I can attack with both Hawks to get 2 loots. It's probably a little bit better. Yeah. Like, it sucks that they get to eat the Vessel, but it's fine because I don't even have a way to get back the Vessel right now anyways, right? Let's go counter here. I guess I keep the Supplier. If you don't want to keep this, I'm going to keep the Supplier. Because, like, having this in the graveyard to potentially cast next turn is kind of nice. And I don't have to cast the front half, I just get to cast the back half, which is the better half anyways. Oh, they get to flip, though. I guess I couldn't prevent the flip from happening. We're still, like, in an okay spot. Not a great spot, but we're in an okay spot. Depends on if they have a removal spell for this Raffine. The good news about this board is if they have Extinction Event, it's not great, because we have 3 odds and they have an odd, so... It's like, Extinction Event is maybe manageable. At least we get to keep the Fiend Artisan. Phoenix to be still a top deck and no one is ever playing it that I read into. It's definitely a top deck. The issue with Phoenix is I think it's not really good into Rakdos, and there's a massive oversaturation of Rakdos on Magic Online. Because people just want to play it to have more agency. People just love playing mid-range decks, so Rakdos is far and away the most popular deck on Magic Online, and that bodes pretty poorly for Phoenix. Stocking up these water bottles. You and me. Chat, how many subs are we away from the goal? What are we at? 22 subs. 22 subs, and you will get a 12-hour Doom Cube stream. When does Cube end, by the way? Because I hope we hit the goal before it ends. Cube ends 126. We got time. We can get 20. We can get the 400 before 126. I know we can. You ever Dreadbore a Healer's Hawk? Wait, they could have just killed the Raffine. Okay. I think I should play Supplier pre-combat, because that's just way more damage with Fiend Artisan, right? 12-hour cube. You don't like the cube? I love the cube. Drink while the world is passing by. I'd rather watch paint dry, has been called. I don't know if I agree with that. How much damage is this? This is 7, 10, they go to 3, and that thing flips. Holy crap! We're gonna get there. We are gonna get there one way or another. Distinction coming in with a 10 gifted subs. If you got gifted a sub from Distinction, be sure to thank them in chat. And if you didn't, please type Joel. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated, Distinction. Thank you for the support, buddy. Doom love in the chat right now. Thank you, thank you. Distinction really wants to watch me cube, huh? I love cube. I enjoy it quite a bit. Alright, game 3. This hand looks really good. This hand's, like, kind of perfect, right? 1 drop into Spirit, into Raffine, with a right to sack Supplier, and a potential removal spell for Shieldred. This is, like, about as good as it gets, I think. We have the call, too, if we mill over Archfiend's Vessel. Did not mill over Archfiend's Vessel, but 3 non-lands, which is important. Eccles, do you feel like 20 lands is a little bit low? Because there's a lot of 3s in this deck. I kind of want to go up to 21, potentially 22. Oh, I guess you have Agadeem, so it is 22. Never mind. I forget about Agadeems. So you already have 22. 3-month sub and hadn't paid for a single month. Easy. The Leechers. Alright, Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. I could play double 1-drop here, which is a lot better if I draw a land. But then they could hold up removal spell for Raffine, so I think I'm just going to place the Selfless Spirit here. It's much better if I draw a land. Well, I don't even know. It's pretty close either way, right? I guess if I knew there was a land on top of my deck, maybe playing double 1-drop is better, but then if they just, like, hold up all their mana, you know, that's maybe okay. You're good, Indiano. You're good, buddy. I appreciate you just being here. Each and every one of you. That's all I can ever ask for. It's for just people to show up and type in chat, and mostly spam Joel, you know. That's really what you're all here to do. Alright, land? Okay, land's good. Question is... Oh, I can't call 2 things here, right? So option 1 is Raffine attack with Supplier, discard a spell to make it a 2/2. Option 2 is... What if I went Supplier, sack Supplier, kill Fable? How good of a line is that? Because that mills 6 cards to try and find Archfiend's Vessels. It does make the follow-up Raffine a little bit worse. But, like, I don't really know if I like playing Raffine quite yet. I kind of want to just try and find some Vessels. Let's do that. I think I like that line. This gets to look at a lot of cards to try and find Vessel. Did not find it, but got 3 more looks. To hell and all your friends. Okay, still missed, but only have 2 1-drops. We could chump block with Supplier. This is also a pretty good one to mill if we get to 5 mana. This is just like a draw 10. All creatures with power 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. It's literally every creature in our deck, right? If we were to cast it right now, we would get back 1, 2, 3, 4... Just a casual draw 6. I mean, Rakdos can't beat a draw 6, right? That's just game over. Yeah, that's... Oh, does that shut off... Does that shut off, Vessel? Do you have to, like, sacrifice the Vessel in order to get the token? Or no? Yeah, this line makes Artisan bigger. What's the exact text on Vessel? You sack it, but does it have to, like, go to the graveyard to get the token? Or no, you exile it, I thought. I think you exile it. I can't remember. This is awkward. This is really awkward. Short a mana to flashback the right to kill this. I can't go Raffine attack because they can just block and pump. Just play Raffine pass, I guess. I could call. What would I call here? I guess I could call a Hawk and a Spirit. Put both counters on the Hawk and use the Spirit to protect the Hawk. Next turn play Raffine. And start pumping the Hawk, maybe. The other line is get back like Stowaway Hawk. I think I like that worse, though. I think I like Spirit Hawk here. And then like I said, I think just put both counters on the Healer's Hawk. And then pass here. You can protect the Healer's Hawk with the Spirit. Could even potentially just trade the Hawk for the Shadow, which is, like, maybe not awful. Okay. Well, they probably have a push now. It's unfortunate. Yeah, if we get to keep the Healer's Hawk, it's good, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to go, like, Fatal Push this and attack with both, and we're just going to be too far behind. Yeah, I wonder if they give me the option, I'd probably just trade, right? Cletus? Oh, that's bad. Yeah. Fuck. I guess another call would be good. Raffine dodges power word kill. Yeah, true. Could have played Raffine that turn, but I still just get shit on by the Extinction Event no matter what I do. I just had no good lines against this card. That, funny enough, does not even kill Misery Shadow. Do I have to chump block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to chump block if they have a land. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to pass. I think the only way I win this game is if they just pump this a bunch and I can Giant Killer it. I don't think playing a spell does anything. My only out is they pump this twice. So if they go for it. Did someone say sick Donalist stream? What's up, Torborg? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, these decks they were playing are sweet. They're, like, pretty close. Yeah. Ah, ladies and gentlemen, we got them. Are we going to get the treasures, too? It'd be sweet if we got the treasures, too. Okay, well, this is the out. This is how we win this game. Hop in the prelim. Before you're playing the modern prelim. I don't know which one it is. Second Shadow. Fuck. Big Sedge. So I can go Giant Killer, Hawk, chump block with the Hawk, keep the Giant Killer around, and start tapping this. That's probably my only line. Yeah, there's always a chance. There's always the chance to hook you right in. Nice. I'm happy for you. What's up, Jess Guy? Tonight's going pretty well. Oh yeah, for those of you who didn't tune in, we played the Legacy Super Qualifier earlier today, in which I got top 4, so I'm now qualified for the San Diego Regional Championship, so that's exciting. Alright, and we're dead. How much I can do there, so... Alright, round initiative. Significant lack of blue mana in this hand. I feel like we're just always missing a color. Oh, 3 colors, keep. Put back the Selfless Spirit, I think, and set up for Vessel into Artisan into Sack Vessel. Watery Grave untapped. Perhaps a Fatal Push? Would you like to Fatal Push my Archfiend's Vessel opponent? I would be more than happy if you would like to do that. Consider. What's up, Def Chad? Did Megan play Archon? I didn't play any protection from white creatures, which, funny enough, I didn't play... So I built... The main deck was built to be better in the mirror, and I even played the sideboard tech, which I think the best sideboard tech for the mirror is probably Ephemerate. So, like, I skewed my main deck and sideboard to be good in the mirror, and I did not play the mirror match once. A single time. Which I thought was hilarious. 11 rounds of Legacy, no initiative mirrors. It's kind of wild. And I think there were a lot of people who played against it several times. Honestly, the deck that I played against the most was Painter. I played Painter 3 times, Delver twice, Depths twice, that's 7. And then I played against Blue-White, Grixis, Merfolk, and then something else that I can't remember. Oh, it was Delver 3 times. So yeah, Delver 3 times, Painter 3 times, Depths twice, that's 8, and then Grixis, Blue-White, Merfolk. That was my matchups. So, you know what, Torborg? And people were asking me this like throughout the entire tournament. Wait, why did I get exiled? Oh, this thing fucking exiles? Come on. The thing about initiative that a lot of people, it's one of those things, it's like Oko, where when everybody first saw Oko, we didn't really know how good it was going to be until you see it play out in the games. But it's just like so ridiculously powerful. Is that right? If I like this play. I don't really just want to play a Giant Killer, though. Right. So the thing about initiative, it does a couple of things. It puts an immense amount of pressure on you. Like, if you think about the dungeons, holy shit. Chat's going ham tonight. Jesus Christ. Def Chad, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. You know what to do, chat. If you got gifted a sub from Def Chad, be sure to thank them in chat. And if you didn't, please type Joel. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. Thank you, Def Chad. Did we hit the goal? Was that it? Oh, 400 on the dot. You know what that means. 12-hour cube stream. When are we doing the 12-hour cube stream? I think I'll probably try to do it this Saturday, actually. I think I'll try to do this Saturday. But Def Chad, thank you again. Much appreciated, bunny. And we have hit the sub goal. 12-hour cube stream incoming. Yeah, we'll probably just do it this Saturday. Skip the challenges. Or maybe Sunday? No, I don't want to do it Sunday. Our set, huh? This is not going the best. Not going the best. Liar. Yeah, this song's great. Okay, play Fiend Artisan. Your turn. Torborg, take it easy, buddy. Good luck in the prelim. Is Def Chad fighting with M Timmy over the gifted sub lead? 2 days left. We're having gifted sub wars. That's always a good place to be when you're a streamer, you know. I'm just tapping to steady it now. I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks again for all the support, Def Chad, M Timmy, every single one of you. Much appreciated. Doom loves in the chat. You have days undoing. Ritual of Suit. Shit. Kind of want to pack this one in. Maybe if I draw a patch up or something. Good. I'm out. Interesting and arrogance. Alright, Thoughtseize coming in. Dawn to Dusk, I think, just for the back half coming in, because we can mill it over and or discard. Joel told you to fight M. Timmy, who might have said no to Joel. Exactly. You always listen to Joel. Spirit's good. Rite's good, I think. This card's bad. What else is bad? Killer's kind of bad. Cut 3 more cards. I kind of want to... I feel like they're going to have... What do they have for graveyard hate? I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you. I think the card that's like been kind of the middest, is that a word, is the Healer's Hawk. Because at least Vessel and Supplier kind of work with each other with Patch Up and Call. But maybe these cards are... Maybe this is just not a good plan, you know? I wonder if there's a way you can build a Raffine deck that has a similar vibe to, like, Mono Black aggro, where you just play a bunch of 1-mana 2/1s, right? Because black, you have Bloodsoaked Champion, Dread Wanderer, and then I think there's another one too. And then in white, you get Dauntless Bodyguard. Can't play Soldier, because Soldier you can't pump with Raffine. But there's like plenty of 1-mana 2/1s, so you just build like this really low to the ground aggressive deck, and you're basically just like black-white aggro splashing for Raffine. I wonder if that's a better way to go about this. I actually think these rights are kind of mid. I'm just going to do this. But yeah, it's like the thing about using the graveyard with this much is there's just so much incidental graveyard hate in the format. This draw is good. Between like Unlicensed Hearse and Graveyard Trespasser and Scavenging Ooze, there's just like there's so many decks that are prepared to face the graveyard, you know. That's, I think, one of the big things. Like your backup plan is also just gets broken up by that stuff. Yourself again. To be top 4 Legacy. Oh, you weren't here. Yeah, we top 4'd. I beat Gul'Dakad in the rematch in top 8. It was a really close match. Like, insanely close match. Yeah, Gul'Dakad got me in the Swiss, but I got my revenge in top 8. 51-yard penalty by the Titans. Jesus Christ. The old 51-yard penalty. Useless rocks. It's been a lot of fun. So, like, I don't know. Patch Up and Call are reasonably powerful when you're doing the graveyard synergies, but it feels like those cards are just not the best when you don't draw Stitcher Supplier, because there's not really a ton of other self-mill, you know? Like, no Grizzly Salvage, no, what do you call it? Satyr Wayfinder, that kind of stuff, you know? Okay, let's cast the Seas of Thoughts. Show me what you're working with. Just flipping this thing back kind of sucks, but... What's the command for the playlist? Exclamation point playlist. Now I get to turn down the RC invite. No, I'll probably go. I mean, I have 4 months to make a flight, so... I think what I'll probably end up doing is flying to LAX, and, okay, that's fine. And just kind of finding either somebody that I can drive with or getting a rental car. I think it'll be cheaper. Why would they cast a Fatal Push when they had a second Fatal Push in hand? That's kind of weird, champ. I kind of just want to take push and play Stowaway. Because I think if I do that, they might just, like, not play a spell and let me flip the Stowaway again. I think this is fine. Yeah. I guess they can power word kill. Non-angel, demon, devil, or dragon. That is none of those types. I think the MTGO invites didn't get badges for free. Hope they change that going forward. Yeah, it's also kind of wild to me that, like, they wouldn't give them out for the MTGO because MTGO is the hardest way to get an invite anyways. Well, I think it was up to the store's discretion, right? I don't think they were handed up by WotC, but if the store provided you with either a badge or funds to get a badge, then you could do it that way, but... What's up, Magic? Dedge. Sever the head. I don't really want to patch up just one creature. Alright, Yephawk. Zida. Yes, the other power word kill. Still have Ritual too. This is going to be a tough game. Attack for 2. Attack for 2. Attack for 2. Does Daybreak reach out to you now to get your info for the qualifier? I don't know. Well, I haven't checked my email yet, but I would imagine they're probably going to send me an email with stuff. Yephawk. Yephawk. Still have Dig, Censor, Ritual. I mean, I guess I'm just going to attack you with some 1/1s. That's our plan this game. Just 1 mana 1/1 beatdowns. I mean, the good news is they're never going to counter any of our 1/1s, right? What's up, Milk Crate? Send it after the season is fully over. That makes sense, yeah. So, Censor Dig. Would you like I can please share you a magic joke, please? Oh, this ought to go good. First time chatter. Why did the Magic Cards player quit the game when their opponent plays Liliana? I mean, go ahead. Oh, okay. I see. Not the worst joke in the world. Not the best, but... They do not like D's nuts. I thought you were going to D's nuts me. I guess you kind of did, but... They cast Dig. They did cast Dig. Alright, Ritual has resolved. Because they probably have a counterspell for the patch-up. I mean, I guess I'll go with... Forest? I don't know. Alright, cast patch-up. Please don't counter this. I need white mana? Oh yeah, I need white mana. Please don't counter this. Bound is funnier. It is hill areas. I don't get it. Can I enable unboggers? Probably be a good one, right? That was decent. I mean, they're just going to have another ritual, right? They did cast Dig. Alright, we got a song request from Ferret. In the queue. Yeah, I get it. Oh, we gotta find it on 7TV, though. Alright, go. I'm gonna take, like, a couple of draw steps, but... Oh, hilarious. Ah, I get it now. I get it. Alright, enabling unpoggers. It is enabled. Should be. Yeah, I have 6. Can I yield? I really don't want to play this game anymore. It's like control decks are so miserable. Probably won't show up yet. I think 7TV is usually like 10 minutes to update. It's usually about 10 minutes behind. All right, actually well positioned against the aggressive decks. Well, that's what I was saying. I said that that's the first thing I said at the beginning of the league. I said, you know, our card quality is extremely low. We have, like, Raffine, which is a banger, but the rest of our deck is just, like, it's just not there, you know? Card quality is super low. This is a 5-lander. I'm not going to keep this. Well, 5-lander, 1-lander. Also been mulling a lot. Okay, keep this, put back Patch Up and River, I think. Rearrange probably on Spirits. Probably not a great matchup. Wonder if this would just be better as an RBX deck. Drop Raffine. I mean, the whole point of the deck is Raffine. Like, that's the entire reason we're playing the cards that we're playing. We're trying to build the best Raffine deck. Like, we have 1-drops that aren't really that great, but have lifelinks, so... You know. How exactly does this deck win? That's a classic Spike question. You win by attacking your opponent. Okay, not bad. Can't even attack. The fact that this thing brick walls by 1/1 is kind of unfortunate. Looking at call is the main selling point. Sure, yeah, I guess that's fair. If that's maybe that's a better way to look at it. Do we trade? I don't think we trade. Call +1 and 2 drops. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're something like that. Let's go Godless Shrine. I'm trying to think of, like, what other cards would be really good with Raffine. I'm gonna think. Like, it's weird, because at the same time, I kind of agree with you that call plus... what you call it? Call plus Archfiend's Vessel has been really good. But... I don't know. Like, Raffine's also really good, you know? So it's like, I want to play Call, want to play Vessel, want to play Raffine. Maybe the answer is... So here's another thing you could do. Right, so you play the Graveyard package, you play Supplier, you play Call... Or, excuse me, you play Supplier, you play Archfiend's Vessel, but instead of Call and Patch Up, you just play the 2-mana versions, and just be okay with getting 1 creature, because it lowers your curve by so much, you know? That could be a thing you could do as well. Let's go to combat. Need to play a bunch of bad 1-drop 1/1s with Raffine just because the connive. Well, it's just like the Raffine is at its best when you can play creatures on turn 1 and turn 2 to curve into Raffine. That's where it's at its best, you know. Shredder could be okay too. They did not find a land there. It's pretty unfortunate. Gonna say now if they had... Okay, they're gonna trade. Trade's actually really good for me. Oh, sure. Okay. I'm going to shock here to play around the Mausoleum Wanderer. It's obviously not great if they have a counterspell in their hand, but got to play around the onboard Wanderer. Yeah, that sucks too. Now they go Shackle Guys, pump this, sack the Wanderer. Big Sedge. How is this not a Greasefang deck? Well, it's just a different thing going on, right? Like, you could... Like, there are Esper Greasefang decks that play Raffine, but it's just a different thing going on. Yeah, I was thinking about Recommission and Can't Stay Away as, like, the 2-mana versions of the calls and stuff, and just, like, be okay with getting back 1 creature instead of 2 or 3, right? Like, you're playing for the high upside with Call and Patch Up, but those cards are just so much more mana inefficient. So I think just, like, lowering the curve and being a little bit... lowering the curve and just being a little bit more focused on, like, the Vessel part of it, you know? Well, okay. Can Vessel back... Or, excuse me, call back Vessel. I have to shock to do it, though, to play around the Mausoleum Wanderer. I mean, whatever. I'm not winning this game, but... I need black mana. Surely this'll work. Okay, actually worked. Although... probably still not a great spot anyways. That does kill me. Alright, did. Blue-White Spirits. What do we got? Blue-White Spirits. Anything. Hearthbad, right mid... 4th Bridge Prowler could be interesting. Marty with Epicure, Supplier, Vessel for 1-drops, Harvester, Informant for 2-drops, top it off with Greasefang package and call Recommission. Could be banned too, yeah. Epicure, Supplier, Vessel. Yeah, I mean, sure. That's like, that doesn't sound that bad, but like, I think what I want to focus on is I would rather focus on the Raffine half of the deck than the Call Vessel half of the deck, right? Or, like, again, as I was saying, like, I think Raffine, Vessel, Supplier, that's a good core, but just, like, cut some of the shittier 1-drops, like we can replace Hawk with maybe Thraben Inspector. Giant Killer's maybe still fine. You could play like 1 or 2 copies. Cut Patch Up and Call, add Can't Stay Away, and Recommission, lower the curve, upgrade the 1-drops, and then go from there. I think I like that. I'm trying to think of what I want to cut. I think these cards are just kind of mid against Mausoleum Wanderer. Yeah, I probably want Thoughtseize. Maybe cut these cards are also really expensive. Like Spirit. Spirit's actually good against them. Yeah, Shredder too. Like you could just cut Stowaway for Shredder at that point, right? Like we'll do like a quick little rebuild after this match. Sand's got upside, I guess. We do have Supplier plus Call. It's not great, but the old turn 1, take 5, Keck W. Did you actually do it on a napkin, or? SL Champion, Supplier, Shredder, Informant. Oh yeah, Informant too. But definitely like Shredder. I don't know if I like Spell Queller, because the thing about Queller is like, I think this deck kind of wants to use its mana on its own turn most of the time. Milled over nothing for call, by the way. So I'm not really sure I'm a big fan of Spell Queller. They have Illuminator too, to fuck with the graveyard. Fuck me. Spell Queller is me seeing if I could get more out of the blue. Okay, yeah. No, I honestly just want to be like black-white splash Raffine. I think that's the only blue card I actively want to play. It's the Illuminator. You know what's another card this deck could play is like, if you really wanted to go deep on the sack aspect of it, you could play Eaten Alive, which can sacrifice both Supplier and Archfiend's Vessel. It's like sack Supplier, get more looks at Vessel, sack Vessel to get back with the 2-mana spells or something like that. You know? The reason not to play Informant and better 1-drops. Yeah, Informant and Shredder. Informant, Shredder, upgrade to Thraben Inspector, do that kind of stuff. Guess I probably should have attacked there, let them Coco. They're just not going to block the Supplier, though. Oh, they didn't have the Coco. Okay. I mean, I still think I'm kind of fucked, but probably should have been attacking with that Supplier. Alright, I'm off it. Off it. Again, I think that we're not, like, too far off. Okay, let's do a quick rebuild here. So, what I want to do is, the way that I would want to build this moving forward, again, this is kind of like the sketch, right? So, get these out of here, get these out of here, get these out of here. Selfless Spirits are, like, also kind of mid if we're not going to go all in on the patch-up stuff. So here's what I'm thinking. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Sprinkle some removal in there like Fatal Push or something. Well, the thing that I want to play is Eaten Alive. I wouldn't necessarily say that Fiend Artisan is not playable, because it does find Raffine. It is very important to because like we're almost all in on Raffine at that point, you know? It's not like the best card, but I agree. I think it's probably better to just play Informant and just upgrade the card quality. What other cards were you playing? Let me look at your list again. Yeah, a lot more happening. How many 1-drops do we actually want? Selfless Spirit's still not too bad, right? Oh, we want the Can't Stay Away and Recommission. Which one's better? Can't spell. I mean, I guess the answer is Can't Stay Away because we can flash it back, right? 2, 3. Why is this list not playing Extraction Specialist? Oh, shit, that's a good-ass question. We can also bill over Extraction Specialist and get it back with Recommission. Wait, you're a fucking genius. I forgot about that card. You're actually a genius. How do you spell this thing? Okay, there we go. Literally joling. Extraction Specialist. Well, we're playing it now. Dude, I literally can't spell tonight. Specialist. Okay. So that's 30 creatures with 22 lands with the Awakenings. I think the second Awakening could probably go for just a basic. We'll use the Swamp as a placeholder. I want some removal, though. What do we cut for removal? The Giant Killers, maybe? Is it crazy that I want to play Eaten Alive? don't think it's that crazy. Like, any of the 1-drops to sack to it is good. How does that look? What do you think about that? Eaten Alive, I think hits Planeswalkers. Yeah, it hits Planeswalkers. It also exiles, which is massive. I think I like the way this looks. What do you think, Sir Eccles, if you're still here, buddy? How does this look to you? We could cut maybe the fourth specialist. I mean, I guess I am. I haven't really noticed, but yeah, this looks a lot cleaner. It also reduces the need for blue. Well, I guess not really. We probably.